What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Happy Friday to everybody. I hope everybody had a great week. I know it was a great week for me. It was a long week for me because, spring break starts today. So, it was a long week, honey. Monday seemed like Friday wasn't ever going to get here. But we are here. We're going to get into some Whitehead mess. We're going to get into some Whitehead mess. And then, hold on, let me see. I'm trying to download the file now. And then we're going to head over to Confessions of a Reality Queens channel. And we are going to have ourselves a good time over there. So listen, I put the link to her channel in the chat. It is pinned to the top of the chat. If you are not already subscribed to my girl Confessions, please make sure that you guys subscribe.
Go back. Go.
We're not ready for you yet. I just had to make sure it was there. Please make sure that you guys are subscribed. We're going to be heading over there at 8 o'clock. So I got a tight hour. We're going to clown this man for an hour, and then we're going to go do something else because that's about all he's going to get from us today, okay? So y'all come on in. We are already at 123. Thank you so much. You guys come on down to the front. If you are new here, my ushers will help you find a seat. Raise your hand, and they'll find you a seat. Members, y'all know to head on over to the VIP. If you lit up in green, you know you got your special VIP section, okay? If Yana is here, if Yana or Jason are here, they will escort the smokers to the balcony. You guys have your own section up top, okay? Everybody else, if you want a cocktail, just raise your hand. Somebody be around and take care of you. We're about to get into some Friday night shenanigans, okay? All right. Y'all ready? All right. Okie dokie. Hey, St. James. Hey, boo. I was talking about you earlier, St. James. It was all good, though. It was all good. I was talking about, we were talking about Sir William. I was talking to somebody earlier, and we were talking about Sir William McCrae when he had Larry Reid on his live the other night. And I said, St. James did a video on it, and I directed them to your channel. Okay. Yeah, Angela. Listen, Angela can also direct you. Matter of fact, Angela, I think I need to hold on. Give me a second. Because Angela needs to, she can handle that, the upstairs balcony as well. Hold on, Angela. I'm not even going to ask you because I already know you all right. Let's get into it. And then we're going to get into this. I know y'all like, dang, she taking so forever. Look, if y'all love me, y'all love me. If y'all haven't gone to the what else is there to talk about podcast, to go here. Thank you, Corey. If y'all haven't already checked out the what else is there to talk about podcast, y'all go check it out. It's streaming on all of your channels as well as it's streaming on all your channels as well as on YouTube. So I posted everything on my social media and on my community wall. So y'all go check it out. We are live, and let's get ready to get this party started. Hold on, I gotta give Angela some hardware. Where's Angela? Where are you in the chat, my love? Because Angela can take care of the balcony as well. Oh, here she go. Okay, hold on. Okay, Angela. There you go, boo. Now you can take the people up to the balcony. You got your hardware. All right, you guys. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Don, so much. So earlier this week, Bishop Whitehead went live again. What's up, Auntie? Hey, my love. How you doing? Auntie, I didn't know you could sing. Baby, if y'all don't know Auntie's advice, y'all make sure y'all check her out too. Her y'all just click on Auntie. Y'all get on over there to Auntie's advice. I did not know you could sing, honey. I heard you on I scrolling through my Instagram. Girl, I didn't know, Auntie, you sound good, girl. You sound good. Okay. So he went live the other night, and I tried to get a little snippet for you guys because he actually left the live up. Y'all know a lot of times he doesn't leave his lives up, but he actually left the live up. And I took a snippet, and I tried to let y'all see it. And You know, YouTube did what YouTube does. Okay. I guess you could hear too much. I guess you could hear too much of the music and not enough of him. So YouTube put a copyright on it, so I took it down. But I told y'all I would bring it back so we could do a live reaction. But what I did not know, oh, wait a minute, I got a super chat. Hold on. Hold on. Patricia Moore, thank you, my love. Patricia Moore says the fact that he is not taking accountability for taking that elderly lady's 90K and saying she's not a parishioner and keep going his nasty, tacky, greasy, huge duck. Woo! Not his nasty, tacky, greasy, huge duck lips on live line makes me sick. Child, Patricia, I feel you. I feel you. But I felt like I had to defend myself because he mentioned YouTubers and he specifically mentioned YouTubers who was at the courthouse. So I just had to come down here so I could address the fact that he won't talk about me. And I know he wasn't talking about Pam. Now I can only attest to me and Pam. I know it won't me. And I know it won't Pam. So let's get into this video. It's not long, it's 7 minutes. Y'all know how we do. Yes, shout out to the 200 people in the chat. But what I did not know, before I get into this video, y'all broke my nail, excuse me. What I did not know was that Conscious TV was going to drop down and give us some good old content. Now, I put Conscious TV's channel, the video in my my description box, so y'all can go check out his whole live. But we're going to get into some tea that Conscious came down here early this week and dropped. Now, let's look at this video. It's 7 minutes. Now, let me put my disclaimer. Let me put my disclaimer before I get into this. This is going to be a reaction. There will be stopping and starting. If you want to hear this whole clip uninterrupted, I cannot help you. I tried to put the clip up uninterrupted. YouTube said no. So we're going to have to do it this way. Now let's get into it. All right, we ready? All right, let's go.
Go back and check it out. And now look at what they're saying. First, she was a parishioner. Now she is the mother of a parishioner.
So I started from here because y'all know the first half of the video, he had to go back to the beginning and talk about his daddy and talk about the man. He had to talk about everything else. So he's still talking about that stuff, but I just started it right here. Y'all, I really need somebody. Seriously, I need somebody in the chat to explain to me, why does that matter? Can somebody explain to me, does it matter? Listen, Don is my boo thing, but we never met in real life, right? When I get, we're gonna meet up soon. But I've never met Don in person. But that's my boo thing, right? If I steal let's call it $100. If I go down to where Don live and I go by his house and we hang out and it's $100 bill on the floor of his car and I slide that $100 bill in my pocket and I walk out his car and Don hits me up and say, "Really, B, did you see any money on the floor of my car? My mother gave me some money to take to the bank for her and I can't find it. I'm $100 short. Did you see it?" If I don't get that money back, does it matter if I stole it from Don or if I stole it from his mama? I stole the money, right? Does it matter that his mama, whether his mama went to the church or him, you took that lady money, sir? And here's the thing. When he was in court, he provided zero. The number between infinity and infinity, he provided zero amount of documentation to prove that he did anything different with that woman's money. Okay? The federal government showed where that woman took the money out of her retirement account, got a cashier's check with his company's name on it, Whitehead, LLC, whatever, and showed his bank records from where he deposited that money into his account, and then further showed where he had charges on that same account with that same $90,000 to Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Uber Eats, Grubhub. So I'm confusion as to why it matters whether that woman went to your church or not. She gave you $90,000 worth of her money and you didn't give it back. Let's go. He
And
really
y'all gonna
think he
see
said
so much
something.
more come out. And you guys continue to crucify me. And then you got these YouTubers putting mess in it. And of course, you have to understand, they could have been in court and they could have been writing things down.
That was me. I was in court writing stuff down. I had a notebook and everything. Pam had a notebook and we was writing our notes, honey. We was writing our notes. That was me. I was her. That was me. Matter of fact, if Pam or if Deb are in the bushes on our way to court that morning, we had to stop by the store to get Pam. Pam ran out of pages in her notebook. Deb had to go get Pam a new one. Look, y'all. Deb came out the daggone. We stopped at like 2 stores. Deb came out the store with a notebook this thick. Pam said, I ain't need that much paper. And he just looked at her like, yeah, okay. And he bought her some pens. He said, listen, we're not doing this again. We'll make sure you got everything you need for court. But yeah, that was us. Mm-hmm.
But the only way that they get views is if it's negative. Negativity sells. Positivity don't sell.
You know, he right. People do like mess. People do like negativity. He's not lying about that. But you give us so much great content, sir. If you would just go somewhere and stop talking, I promise you we would stop talking about you. If you would stop talking, we would stop talking. But it's so fun talking about you. It's just so much fun.
So you got these parking lot YouTubers that want to come to court and write stuff.
Can somebody put in the chat the definition for parking lot YouTuber? I'm not sure what that means. What is a parking lot YouTuber? I need to know the definition. I need to know what that means. Parking lot YouTuber. Y'all put it in the chat. Let me know.
Stuff down, but they want to give it onto an angle as that I'm guilty. They want to leave so much stuff out. They want to leave so.
What is there to leave out? You were convicted. I'm not sure what is there to leave out. Sir, you were convicted. He said, we only want to talk about him being guilty. Because you are. Because you were convicted. Somebody in the chat said, real question. What has he done that's positive? Well, you know, he went down to Cookies and gave them people them gift cards for back to school. You know, he gave out turkeys like the drug dealers used to do back in the day. He gave out turkeys at Christmas. I mean, you know.
So much stuff out. But yet, y'all keep listening to it. What if you're wrong?
Sir, I'm going to speak for Pam. I'm going to just throw Pam's name in this. Pam came down here and read the indictment. When Pam did her coverage, because she was there for the majority of the trial, 99% of the trial, I think the only thing she missed was opening statements. When Pam spoke, she went from each count count by count and talked about what the government proved. Count by count. Count by count. So I'm just so confused.
That's all I'm saying. What if you're wrong?
We're not. We're not.
I'm going to tell you another thing, right? 5 minutes before I was found guilty, well, let's say an hour before I was found guilty. Well, let's talk about this. Something that y'all don't know. These YouTubers was yelling at the jury, and we got the video.
Now, see, that's the part that I want to clear up. These YouTubers didn't do jack, okay? Because I was there, and well, I wasn't there when your verdict came down, but I am a YouTuber, and I was there. I didn't talk to nobody. I didn't talk to no jurors. I didn't talk to nobody. The only person I spoke to, and this is real talk, I talked to Pam. Now, there were people, when me and Pam would be talking, there were people that talked to us. And there were people that Pam was familiar with. And I spoke, in that sense. But I didn't speak to no juries. I'm sorry, jurors. I didn't speak to no jurors. Now, was there somebody there that was outside talking loud enough and allegedly said that there was an alleged juror? Okay, something like that happened. But it wasn't me. And it wasn't Pam. Now, what he's not telling y'all, I'm going to let him finish talking about the jury, and then I'm going to tell y'all, Pam already said it. But I'm going to tell y'all what had happened. I'm going to let him finish going through his little, which I don't know.
Tape was yelling at the jury saying the mother effer is guilty. Y'all but not listen to his sob story. Jury tampering. Y'all don't know nothing about that though.
So that is not the definition of jury tampering. Hey, Pam! Pam, I tried to call you this morning, but I didn't want to wake you up because I know you ain't had to get up this morning. I mean, you might have had to get up, but I know you ain't had to. I know you ain't had to get your people out the house this morning because they vacation started. So I didn't want to wake you up. Right, Pam, you need to add that because it wasn't me, it wasn't Pam. Now I can't vouch for nobody else. I can vouch for me, and I can vouch for Pam. So that is not the definition of jury tampering. I really need you to understand that. That was a whole courthouse full of all sorts of court people. You had jurors. You had different cases going on. You had that day that I went with Pam, we stood in line to get into the courthouse for what, Pam? Maybe 15, 20 minutes. We stood in line just to get into the courthouse. That's not the definition of jury tampering. Somebody standing outside yelling, he's guilty, he's guilty. I mean, I don't know what the person allegedly, I don't know what happened, what was said, what wasn't said. But allegedly, if what you said happened, that is not jury tampering, sir. That's not how that works. That's not how any of this works.
Bishop, with all due respect, why are you taking time away from your kingdom assignment? Let judicial system work out. Stop trying your case on social media. I'm not, see, ma'am, look, I'm not trying my case on social media, but these people that I'm talking to need to hear. They need to hear certain things because their faith.
No, they don't need to hear nothing. What you need to do is go sit down somewhere and shut up. That's what you need to go sit down somewhere and do. So let me say this to you. Okay, yeah, Jacqueline said, didn't the judge poll the jury? So you must have listened to Pam. You heard Pam tell y'all that. Pam already said it, right? So here's what had happened. They tried to bring this up to the judge at the beginning of the whole conversation, right? I mean, when they came back in, they tried to bring this up to the judge. I'm trying not to use legal words because I don't want to say more than I need to say. But they tried to bring this up. They tried to get a whole mistrial. The judge said, let me poll, P-O-L-L, the jury. They brought the jury in. They asked each juror, did you hear anybody say, Bishop, I don't know the exact language, but did y'all hear anybody say Whitehead was guilty? Did anybody try to talk to y'all? Did anybody approach you? However the judge asked the question. All of them said no. All of them said no.
Is in jeopardy. I am a man of the cloth, right? And you guys deserve some type of explanation on what's really going on. But they're not telling y'all about the YouTubers that was yelling at the jury.
Sir, can you please take that S off of what you're saying? Okay? You make it seem like it was just a group of YouTubers out in front of the courthouse yelling, hell no, we won't go. Sir, that's not what was, sir. Hey, Auntie T. Trisha, what's up, my love? That's not how any of this works, sir. Nobody was doing that. Nobody was doing that.
Right? They're not telling y'all that. And then, right, the day that I got convicted, the jury, so the court was over at 5 p.m. And then the jury said, can we stay to 6 p.m.? The judge said yes. They sent out another note, said, can we stay to 7 p.m.? The judge said, yeah, you can stay as long as you want. And they said, well, if we come up with a verdict today, will we be able to go home? And we don't have to come back tomorrow? That's what the jury said. If we come up with a verdict today, do we have to come back tomorrow? And the judge said, no, you don't have to come back tomorrow. No more than 10 minutes later, all guilty came back.
Y'all, he said that like he did something. Y'all see how he tried to take a lean back like he did something, sir? First of all, that is standard operating procedure. If I was sitting on a jury and had to sit through your ass line, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Sitting through your ass line for the last week and a half, and now it's down to the last day, and all we got to do is find you guilty or innocent. And we was having a conversation in that back room, and we asked the judge, excuse me, ma'am, judge, miss, if we come up with a verdict today, do we have to come back tomorrow? Are we done? Can I go back to my life? Do I have to come back up in here tomorrow and sit in this cold? Y'all, that room was cold. That courtroom was cold. That courtroom was cold. Now, Pam, I don't know if you was cold, but I was cold. We got to sit in this cold courtroom. And just as easily as they have found you guilty, sir, they could have just as easily found you not guilty. If somebody was going to hold out, they was going to hold out. Yeah, they was ready to go home. Let me tell you something. Look, let me tell you. I told y'all that day that I went, the jury was looking at the clock. Okay, they was ready to go. The judge said, listen, the judge was like, this case is running a little bit longer than I thought it was going to run. She said, I know that we're supposed to leave at 5, but I just want you guys to think about maybe considering staying till 6. I mean, does anybody absolutely have to leave at 5 o'clock? Can we stay another hour? Baby, why do people raise their hand and was like, we got to go? I said, Pam, they was ready to go, Pam. They was ready to go. Oh, Lord. Okay, let's go.
Oh, they didn't tell y'all about that, right? Bet you didn't hear that. I bet you none of the YouTubers said that. You want to know why? Where is that in the media? The media?
Well, first of all, Pam did tell us all of that, sir. If you was looking at Pam like we know you be looking at Pam, Pam did tell us all of that. She really did. If you go back and you listen to Pam's replay of what she did tell us how fast they came. She did tell us. Pam, thank you, St. James. Pam said it. Pam said it. She told us everything you just said. Pam told us that. She didn't lie on you, sir. She did not lie on you, sir. You know what else she told us? She told us they found your ass guilty. You know what else Pam said? Guilty.
He was in there. Courtroom was packed. Why are they keeping that away from you? Why are they keeping that away from you? Oh, wow. And this case was only supposed to be for 5 days or 4 days or something, they said, but it went for 2 weeks. So these people wanted to get home too.
Why did it go for 2 weeks? It went for 2 weeks because of you, because of your lawyers. At least the day I was there was your lawyer's fault. I don't know about the rest of the 2 weeks, but the day I was there was your lawyer's fault. Even the judge tried to get the judge can't tell somebody to hurry up, but in every way the judge could tell that lady to hurry up, the judge told that lady to hurry up. Now, of course, she can't come right out and you know what I'm saying? But the judge is like, so how much longer you gonna be? I think we've covered this. Damn. You guys, I put my girl Confessions of a Reality Queen up on the screen. That is where I'm going to be at 8 o'clock. That is where I'm going to be at 8 o'clock. If you have not already subscribed, please subscribe. Y'all meet me over there at 8 o'clock, please. Please, at 8 o'clock, meet me over there. Lil Baby said, Mr. CKB read the transcripts in his own words, admitted to the guilt. Let me tell y'all something. I'm trying to convince somebody. I'm not going to say their name, but it got an Esquire in it. I'm trying to convince somebody to allow us to do our reading theater again, like we did in the past with her, myself, and Thais, where we can act out some of what happened in court. That's what I'm trying to do for y'all. I'm trying to get that for y'all. I'm trying to get that for y'all. I'm trying to get y'all some thespianism, okay? Act 1 and Act 2, right? See, Natalie said, Natalie wants to play. Natalie wants to play. Trying to get the play for y'all.
This is a part of the record, y'all. They wanted to go home. But y'all don't know that part. I'm just guilty, right?
Yes. Yes.
I'm just guilty, right? Right? It's so much that y'all don't know. But in due time, you're going to find out. And I want y'all to understand, this is why we, as a race, right? We have to stop not going to jury duty. You know how many jurors? You know how many jurors on my jury was black? Take a guess. It's so much in this guiltiness that you got to unpack. Just take a guess. Take a wild guess. How many jurors out of the 12 jurors was black?
He is giving so much drama. Now, he's not lying about the jury. He is not lying about the jury. There was some what's the politically correct word? There was some racially ambiguous people. Like, I don't know if they were black, if they were Latino, if they were just, white with a little bit of melanin. Like, I honestly, but he ain't lying. Now, he not lying that his jury was not, heavy on the black side. Now, he not lying. And he not lying about us not, he's not lying about us trying to get out of jury duty. Now, listen, he said, I'll never say the positive. That's what I'm going to say. He right. We need to stop trying to get out of jury duty. But, sir, one of your charges was against a black woman. I don't know if that would have helped you if you had had a jury full of black women. Or even black men, because everybody got a mama. Everybody got a mama.
Somebody said time to pull a race card. I'm not pulling a race card. This is just facts. Out of the 12 jurors, there was only one black person. The prosecutors X'd out, because you get challenges. They X'd out all the other black people. And we had 3 reserves. And the reserves, it was two black people. But they don't get to say anything if the 12 stays intact. So there was only one black person. And we as African Americans, we struggle so much that we can't afford to miss work. So as soon as you go to jury duty, you try to get out.
Sir. So it's only black people that don't want to do jury duty because they can't afford not to. Is that what you're insinuating? I saw you, Natalie. I saw what you said. I really don't have it. I have it. I'm going to change it. Give me a second. I'll change it after we almost done. The video's almost over. I'll change it. I'll change it.
And there's no balance. But you see, y'all don't know these things, and y'all letting the world beat the hell out of me, right? What if I was your son? What if I was your brother? What if I was your husband?
The same way your mama wasn't in court to support you, the same way your sister wasn't in court to support you, the same way your wife wasn't in court to support you, I'd be wherever they were for them whole 2 weeks you was on trial.
What if I was your grandson? What if I was your pastor? Right? And all I'm saying this to say, stay woke. Stay woke. And that's why I'm going to keep fighting. Because nobody's bigger than God.
Hey, Cams, boo. All right, that's it. I just had to address
Christmas 2022. Go back and check it out. And now,
all right. So I just had to share that with you guys, especially since he brought up YouTubers. So I had to clear my name, and I'm gonna clear my sister's name too. I'm gonna clear Pam's name too, because I know Pam didn't do none of that. Okay. Now, I was just gonna do a little watch along with y'all, a little kiki, a little kiki. But then CT came down here earlier this week and dropped some tea. Now, this stuff happened back in January. What I'm gonna share with y'all, it happened back in January. But hell, we didn't know nothing about it. I know I didn't know nothing about it, child. Other people did know about it, but I didn't know nothing about it. But shout out to Conscious TV for dropping this tea. I did put the link to his video is in my description box. So shout out to Conscious TV for this tea that we about to talk about. But guess what, y'all? Lamore is not the only one that is dealing with some legal problems. Guess who else was indicted back in January of 2024 for, you guessed it, fraud charges? His sister. His blood sister. Now they got the same mama. We don't know about the daddy. Because Lamore don't know who his daddy is. He claimed Arthur Miller, yet when he had an opportunity to take a DNA test to prove whether he was the father, whether that was his father or not, he declined. So he don't know who his daddy is. He going by what his mama said. We don't know nothing about that. We won't there. Okay? So we don't know if they got the same daddy, but we know they got the same mama. Okay? Let's bring this article up. Okay? Let's talk about what happened. Did she buy a Gucci bag too, child? Probably. Probably. So let me give y'all a little bit of background on Lamore's sister. Let's get a little bit of background on his sister. Now, his sister's name is I'm going to say Chrisone, Chrissone. Her name is Chrisone Whitehead. Okay. Now, CTV gave us a little more background. He said little birdie told him a few little things here and there, a little yang yang here and a little yang yang there. But I'm gonna just start with the fact that, hold on, let me change the hold on before I forget. I don't, you know what, y'all? I'm gonna, cause I didn't. YouTube be playing, adding too much. Um, Now allegedly, Chrisone, back, we're gonna just call her CC. Back in the day, allegedly, CC was dating a man by the name of Eric Adams. Back in the day, they all grew up in the same neighborhood, knew each other, hung out around each other, a little this and a little that. Allegedly, CC used to date this man by the name of Eric Adams. Now, somebody right now is saying, that Eric Adams, the Eric Adams that's now the mayor of New York, Eric Adams? Allegedly, yes, the same Eric Adams. Allegedly. That's all alleged. I don't know that to be true. But allegedly, the same Eric Adams. Okay? I changed it, y'all. If y'all have been getting too many commercials, I just changed it. I just changed the setting. Sorry, I didn't know I had it high, but now, allegedly, I don't know that to be true, but that's alleged. Now, CC, back in the day, CC tried to join the NYPD. Okay? And she went down to the police academy. And she joined up with the police academy. But things didn't go too well for her down to the police academy. Let's find out what happened to CC when she tried to join the New York City Police Department. Let's talk about it, okay? Now, I went into the archives. Now, I followed the breadcrumbs that CCTV dropped for me, okay? So I went down into the archives. So let me read y'all this article. It's not long. It's very small. I probably would have to really dig deep to find out how everything went down. But this was just a little blurb. This was just a little blurb that was in the New York Times back in 1996. This is on June the 4th of 1996. Okay? Y'all with me? June the 4th, 1996. 2 New York City police officers were arrested today and charged with using illegal so-called clone telephones to make thousands of dollars in calls, the police said. The 2, one by the name of Linvert Nicholson, the second one, Chrisone Whitehead, were caught in separate stings in which undercover detectives sold them cloned phones. The police said in cloning cellular phones are reprogrammed with stolen numbers so thieves can call for free. Now, y'all know back in 1996, all this technology was new. All this technology was still, in its infancy. And so, that's when people at the beginning, y'all used to watch The Wire. Y'all know they was going by and they was buying the phones and they was using the phones to make their transactions and they couldn't be traced, okay? So she had got arrested. She was in the police academy and she got arrested by the undercover detective, sold her the phones, and I believe she ultimately of course she got fired. And I think she just had to do some community service. Now, that was back in 1996. And some people would say, dang, Really B, that was 1996. Cut her some slack. She was young, made a mistake, saw some fast money. And I would be like, you right. I ain't even going to do that. That was, back in 1996. Shoot, that was, long time ago. Long time ago. But then, January, let's talk about what happened in January of 2024. Y'all ready? Let's go. In January 2024, now there's 486 of y'all in the room. I want to shout out everybody who is here. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. If you haven't hit that like button, please do that as well. And always remember that donations are not required, but they are appreciated and accepted, okay? Now let's get into this. Now this is coming from the Philadelphia Inquirer. Okay. As you can see, this is dated Friday, March the 22nd of 2024. So it's been updated. Okay. It has been updated. So this is coming from, this is updated today. Feds charge Burlington County Deputy Mayor with arranging a sham short sale to escape foreclosure debt. Property fraud. Sounds familiar. Prosecutors say Nathaniel Anderson, a fixture on the township's council for over a decade, lied to banks and conspired with a business associate to save his home while facing foreclosure in 2015. Now, let me keep reading, because y'all gonna be like, really, B, you said we was gonna talk about CC. You didn't say nothing about no Nathaniel Anderson. Who is Nathaniel Anderson? Well, let's keep going. The article was originally published January the 17th, as you can see. Federal authorities on Wednesday accused the deputy mayor of Willingboro Township. Now, he's a deputy mayor. Deputy mayor of Willingboro Township with lying to banks and setting up a phony short sale of his home. The latest in a series of scandals to plague the Burlington County municipality's fractious local government. Lord, that's big words. Prosecutors say Nathaniel Anderson, a Democrat and a fixture on the township council for over a decade, conspired with a business associate to save his home while facing foreclosure. But the plan, according to the complaint in federal court of New Jersey, involved that associate, Chrison D. Anderson, formerly Whitehead. What? Of Slickerville. Isn't that appropriate? Her name is Slicker. Fraudulently posing as a buyer of the home and claiming that Anderson would no longer live there so that the deputy mayor's mortgage lender would forgive the rest of his loan. The Andersons, who are not related, now face charges including conspiracy, bank fraud, and making false statements on a loan application that could send them to prison for decades on the most serious count. Neither replied to requests for comment Wednesday. Nathaniel Anderson's lawyer, Daniel M. Rosenberg, declined to comment on the charges against the deputy mayor. Troy Archie, an attorney for Chrison Anderson, or Chrison, whatever child name is, said his client intended to plead not guilty and looks to clear her name in this matter. I'm sure she does. This is not the first time Willingboro has faced the prospect of an extended court fight involving one of its elected leaders. Its mayors and deputy mayors are chosen by the township council, not by a popular vote. And though Democrats have held all 5 seats on the council for decades, the township's politics tend toward the personal and divisive and litigious. Okay. And then it just goes on to talk about, all of the ins and outs. Now, if you guys want more detail, CTV read through the actual indictment. We don't have the time to read through the actual indictment, but he read through the actual indictment. Let's read a little bit more about what CC did, honey. Short sales typically require a new buyer to have no personal or financial ties to the owner of the foreclosed home, and the owner must agree to vacate the property within a certain period of time. Prosecutors said Wednesday Anderson had no intention of doing either. Twice in 2015, they maintained he unsuccessfully tried to arrange a sham short sale before finding a willing partner in C.C. Anderson. The pair allegedly arranged for her to obtain a $162,000 mortgage for the property and submitted various documents to the bank that held the deputy mayor's mortgage, saying she intended to use it as her primary residence. In exchange, the bank forgave the rest of the money that Nathaniel owed on his home loan, roughly $122,000. In addition, but rather than move out, Nathaniel Anderson continued to live there for years, secretly leasing the property from its new owner, paying the new mortgage payments and covering all of its utility bills. Anderson's fiance eventually bought the house back from Chrison in 2017, according to public records. In addition to the charges of conspiracy and bank fraud, Chrison Anderson was also charged Wednesday with lying to federal authorities. Doesn't that sound familiar? Lying to the feds about her involvement in the scheme. When agents approached her in 2022, she maintained she wasn't aware that the home she purchased was being sold by Anderson and that she'd lived at the property from 2016 to 2017. Prosecutors say both statements were lies. Both Andersons, were released on a $50,000 unsecured bond after initial court appearance on Wednesday. A trial date has not been set in the case. Y'all, it's a family affair. It's a family affair. Hey, it's a family affair. Child, how all of them just, how all of them gonna just be just lying to the Fed? Do you know how scared I would be to lie to the feds? Do you know how scared? Like, y'all just be doing it like that's what you're supposed to be doing. I don't understand these people. I don't understand these people, y'all. Oh, Lord. I'm sorry. Hold on. So anyway, that is the connection. Like I said, if you guys want the full legal document, Conscious TV reads through everything so you guys can hear the whole scheme as it breaks. They break it down piece by piece. But I guess I don't even be thinking about stuff like that. Like, that is so crazy to me. That is just so crazy to me. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh Lord, Tracy done sent me something, y'all. Hold on. Tracy just sent me the complaint, child. Tracy, I ain't got time. Thank you, boo. I ain't got time to read that complaint. We about to get off of here because I got to head over to confessions in about 10, 15 minutes. I'm going down what I do. What did I do? But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Um, I saw that, like I said, shout out to Conscious TV for dropping that information. But I saw that and I was like, wow, like, wow. It's crazy, right? Anyway, but with that being said, it's his sister's case. Oh yeah, it's the sister. Yeah, it's the sister's case. So it looked like the sister been down in New Jersey playing. Oh, I didn't know you wanted the sister T too. Oh no, listen, I'll take it. I might need it in my back pocket. You never know where I might need to, bring it back up. The criminals, both of them, brother and sister, locked them up, throw away the key. I pray he does not go to federal prison that up there in PA where Wesley Snipes was at. Ooh. Oh, listen, it is a family affair. Now it's 456 of y'all in this room. I hope I have do I have at least 400 likes? Do y'all like me that much? Do y'all like me enough? So Bishop Whitehead, his allegedly his house goes up for sale. I think in May, allegedly. It don't look like he packing though. When he goes live, does it look like he packing? He still got them pictures on the wall. You still got them pictures? Okay. Don't look like he packing. Okay. Um um More like 255. Now, come on, y'all. I know y'all love me more than that. I know y'all love me more than that. It's 432 of y'all in here. We dropping, people leaving, but y'all can hit the like button on y'all way out. Is it May 1st? Okay. Where's his wife, child? You can find her every morning on Instagram doing her morning prayer devotional. Child, she don't miss a morning. She don't miss a morning. But she got them comments turned off. I don't know if she turned them back on, but I know she had turned them comments off, child. She ain't fooling with y'all like that. Now, I don't know where she was in 2 weeks he was on trial because she wasn't at the court. She wasn't at the courtroom. Now, I don't know where she was in 2 weeks that he was on trial because she wasn't there. No, it looks like he's going to give those folks hell to get him out of that house. He's a squatter in my book. Well, at this point, he is a squatter. He ain't paid a mortgage. Listen, from what I was told, that man ain't paid a mortgage since he moved in that house. And see, Whitehead. So, Whitehead, those are classes you need to be teaching. Teach these people how to sit in their house, how to get a well, no, don't teach them that because then they're going to go to jail. Don't teach them that. Don't teach them that. But from my understanding, that man ain't paid a car note. I mean, well, he ain't done that either. From my understanding, he ain't paid a house note since he got there. And he been living in that house for 3 years. And they just getting around to kicking him out. Real talk, not even being funny right now, real talk. How do you get that comfortable in a place where you know you're not paying no bills? How are you that comfortable? That might explain why he always sitting in his house with a coat on and a hat on and sweaters and all of that. Maybe it ain't no heat. Y'all notice that? Y'all notice how he's always bundled up? He got on a sweatsuit or he got on a sweater. He got on a hat while he's sitting in his house. Y'all notice that? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how you can get that comfortable. How you get that comfortable? Y'all. Now listen. I ain't about to sit here and tell y'all no lies and say I ain't never been late paying my rent on my mortgage. When I had an apartment, I paid. There was times when the rent was late. I ain't gonna sit here and tell y'all no lie. And I ain't gonna sit here. I've been in my house for over 10 years. I ain't gonna sit here and tell y'all in 10 years the mortgage ain't been late. Because that'd be a lie. But baby, I was uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable until I paid it. And I was never at the point where they was about to come get it. Now, I might have been at the point where they was calling me saying, hey. And I was like, well, you're going to get it on Friday. But I would not be comfortable, y'all. Real talk. He be in there chilling. Anyway, y'all, we about to get off of here. Listen, please meet me over at Confessions. Meet me at Confessions house at 8 o'clock. I'm about to get off of here so I can get over there to her house so I'm not late. I don't want to be late. We are doing 21 questions. I did not look at her other 21 questions videos because I wanted to be raw. I wanted y'all to get my honest, my genuine reactions to everything. I'm about to pour me a drinky drink because my spring break starts today. I'm about to pour me a little cocktail, okay? So I can, relax while we go through the things of the things of the things. And y'all meet me over there because I think we're going to have a really good time. I think it's going to be fun. If you are not already subscribed to Confessions, please get subscribed. Y'all meet me over there. Go and get your cocktails. Go and take a bathroom break. And y'all meet me over there. All I can say is I am off next week. And I don't have no plans. I don't have no major plans next week. So prepare to get sick of me. Cause all this content that I owe y'all know I'm behind on stuff. You're gonna get Truman and Capote and all this other stuff I got for y'all. We got to get the Hulu documentary together. At some point this week, we're gonna be doing the Hulu documentary. I got to get caught up on all my reviews and content and stuff. But prepare to be sick of me. Cause we got stuff to do this week, okay? All right, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all in 15 minutes. Mwah! Talk to y'all later. I don't have no lot of reviews to do, Tracy. Don't do me. Bye.